Hey everyone, so today we're supposed to do a Therapy Thursday video. I did have a topic in mind, and that was basically about, our beginnings and how we're influenced by things that we first experience in life. And that video is coming, however, I'm not able to do it today because I ended up getting a sty on my eye yesterday. Couldn't do makeup. Like usually I am reading up a lot of information before I do my Therapy Thursday video, and I do the look like a day or 2 days or so, like before the actual video is going to come out. So I was not able to do it, and the previous week was also not a good week for me at all because I had like my period and I was just I just wanted to relax as much as possible. So today I just thought I would do a makeup release video and makeup news video because I think there's been a lot that's been going on in the makeup community. So before I get into that, if you're new here, my name is Ranita. It's a pleasure to meet you. I like to do makeup tutorials, reviews, swatches. I go into lifestyle, mental health, health products. I kind of do a bit of everything here and there, and I really love indie makeup. Lately I've been taking a big interest in multi-chromes, and I'm planning to get more and more into that. So if all of those things sound interesting to you, it would be really nice to see more of you on the channel. But today I just wanted to get into makeup releases that I've seen and makeup news. I'm going to start with makeup news, and when I say makeup news, I'm not necessarily talking about makeup releases. There's been something strange happening in the community for some time now, and I'm going to probably throw in a few screenshots here and there so you can actually kind of see what's going on. But basically, I get a lot of my makeup news from accounts that repost makeup launches. So basically, these accounts, one of them was Makeup Radar, and then there was Motivate the Earth, and there's one more account now called Chic Profile. So they basically all repost makeup, and if you actually go and look at some of their recent reposts, a lot of these people lost their accounts for some reason or the other. Because these smaller accounts are posting makeup releases, they lose their accounts, and this has happened so many times. So I'm just putting those accounts up here. If you're looking to support smaller creators, then I would highly suggest following these accounts and supporting them, because they work really hard to put up like all the information so that the rest of us know what's happening in the beauty community. These are important accounts, so I'm someone who would rather support a smaller creator than just someone who has all the deets, who's already established themselves and blah blah blah, and they get all the benefits and all the PR, because I can understand what it's like to be a smaller creator trying your best and trying to work hard. And Makeup Radar was not a small account, and even Motivate the Earth was not. They had like 13,000, like Motivate the Earth had 13,000 followers, and I think Makeup Radar had a lot more. Like they were huge. They are huge. So they've started new accounts, and I'm going to put them here, so please go and follow them, because they have lost their accounts so many times, especially my Makeup Radar. They've lost it I think 4 times now, and all they're doing is taking shots of makeup launches and reposting it, and somehow it gets reported, and basically they lose their accounts. And it's really unfair. If you don't know how hard it is to grow on Instagram right now, it's very disheartening, and I cannot even imagine the amount of grief that comes from losing your account after putting that much effort into creating your brand and doing all of this. So it's very, very sad to hear, and I just wanted to let you know so that you can go and support these people as well. There's definitely been a lot of this happening in the community, and it's very sad to see, because I don't think that just because you're a smaller person or a smaller creator or a smaller news outlet for makeup, you should be punished for doing what a lot of other brands are doing, because you're essentially just marketing the products and you're kind of showing them to a different audience maybe, and that brand is going to benefit either way. So it's very sad that this has happened to these smaller news outlets. So yeah, please go and support them. That being said, let's start with the makeup releases. So I'm going to just go with all the things that I have saved on my phone, and we're going to start with all of those, obviously. Right, so we do have a lot of makeup coming up on the 29th of September. So this month a lot of makeup has actually come out, and it's just crazy how many releases there are. I'm going to try and get as many of these new palettes as I possibly can into the video, but if I miss some, then just let me know in the comments below. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this, which is Melt Cosmetics. So they have come up with this whole collection based on Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, and I have to say that the swatches look really, really pigmented and really beautiful. They have this highlighter, as you can see over here, and then you have two gorgeous lipstick shades, and then of course the eyeliners, which are gel liners. I absolutely love eyeliners, and I think these colors are just so beautiful. So this is coming out on the 2nd of October at 12 PST. The whole collection is going to be $175. I think I would expect nothing less from Melt, because even some of their previous collections were pretty high. Halloween Town Palette alone is going to be $6 USD. You can check out all of those prices right over here, thanks to the Pan to Motivate, which is Motivate the Earth's new account. So what I was saying before, go and follow those accounts, because you'll get this information a lot faster. Alright, so this over here is Harvest Moon by Ensley Aryan Cosmetics. They've released this palette before, but if you actually read this description over here, Shifty Shadow has basically said that this is actually different. A lot of the shades have been changed. It's a revamped palette. She's kind of provided swatches as well, so that you kind of know what to expect if you actually get this palette. And they do look very different side by side. They look very beautiful, and this palette is basically going to be coming out tomorrow. That is Friday the 29th, and it's going to be retailing for $88.88. It is really gorgeous. I do love this palette, and I would absolutely love to pick it up right now. I just think that I've already spent my budget for the month on makeup, and I don't want to go above that. But if this was like one of the first few releases that I had seen, I would have absolutely loved to have picked this up. It's a magnetic palette, by the way, so you can rearrange the shades, come up with your own custom palettes. I think it's stunning. I really do. And I think it's a beautiful palette for fall. So if you're getting ready for that kind of mood, and you're excited about that kind of palette, then this one looks very promising. Next we have this Hocus Pocus, by P. Louise Cosmetics. Now P. Louise is amazing. They have incredible makeup products. You've seen me use the base on my eyes in so many of my videos over and over again. Just look at this. They've come up with 2 new palettes. Oh my goodness, this is hard. It's genuinely hard for me to not want to get these. They are just so gorgeous. So let's go to the prices. This is going to be available from the 1st of October onwards, and basically there's 2 palettes. So there's Hocus Pocus Regain, and then there's a Droplet of Magic. So both of them together are £65. So yes, this is a British brand. If you've never tried them, I think that you should. It's just stunning. Looks absolutely gorgeous, and you can see that they have put so much effort into like the package design and everything. This looks absolutely incredible. It looks so beautiful. And this one, oh goodness, the tones in this one, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I'm very drawn to cool tones, and this is very tempting for me. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I would love to have these in my collection. All right, so next we have the Sailor Moon by Colourpop Cosmetics. So honestly, looking at this collection itself, it's very beautiful. I can totally understand how people would want to pick this up. If you're a fan, you can see the swatches and the way that they are shining and everything. But to me, a lot of the Colourpop palettes, one of the reasons I don't actually get a ton of their products is because I feel like a lot of the shades are very repetitive. I feel like it's always nudes. There's so many nudes, and then they just throw in like a few colors here and there. And I do like the look of these lip glosses. They look very pretty. I'm very tempted by those. But I think that in general, the one thing about Colourpop that I do like are the magnetic palettes, because you can build your own palettes. And I do think that this particular eyeshadow palette is a palette that you could probably build on your own without purchasing another makeup palette. I'm trying to go away right now from just mindlessly buying every single new thing that shows up, because honestly it's not realistic anymore to just get every single thing that comes out, simply because things are changing. I'm going to be speaking a bit on that later, right at the end of the video, and I will tell you why I really think that the makeup thing is going to change drastically in the next few years. But I just wanted to let you know that this is a palette that you could probably recreate. You can build your own palette if you have a good collection right now. I don't think this is a collection that is really very unique or anything like that. I just think that it's brand new packaging, and that's probably what's going to be the most exciting thing. It's not the most exciting, I think. And I'm trying to look for the details over here, but I'm not finding them. The Colourpop collection is going to be coming out on the 28th, and then it's going to be launching in Ulta Beauty on the 1st of October. So if you want to pick it up online, you can do that. You can see that there's the powder palette, there's a highlighter, there's the lip duos, gel liners, and dewy face gloss. So yeah, that's going to be coming out, and you can see that this is what the whole thing looks like, and this is from Makeup on Your Radar. Okay, this is another makeup release by Fantasy Cosmetica. They just came out with a new one on the 27th of September, and it is called the Warlock palette. You can see what the swatches look like. There's some gorgeous duochromes in there, and this is from their Instagram page itself. So the palette is $38.99. The single matte shadows are $4.99, and if you want the single duo or multi-chrome, oh, so there are multi-chromes in this. Okay, my mistake. If you want the single duo or multi-chrome shadows, then those are $9.99, because this is actually a very nice palette in the sense that it is magnetic, so you can remove the shades if you want to build your own palettes. I really like that, because I think that that's just part of the fun right now, being part of the makeup community, being able to build your own palettes. And you can see what this current one looks like. Looks like they've got some neon shades in there, some deeper shades as well, like when you see Occult offering, and I can't see what that is, Eldritch, and then yeah, the pinks, greens, that's a classic combination of colors, very, very pretty. Yeah, and the swatches of these also look very, very beautiful. These are some additional photos and swatches of the Fantasy Cosmetica palette that's coming out. You can just get an idea and a feel of what these shades are going to be like, and you can see for yourself what they look like on different skin tones. Something else about Fantasy Cosmetica is that they've changed their palettes packaging. Previously the packaging looked very different and they were not magnetic. This is really nice. I have to say that I am very attracted to the new packaging. I think it's gorgeous. I actually picked up the old packaging, and I kind of wish that I hadn't, because I would much rather have a magnetic palette. It just makes more sense to me that you can move the shades around. I'm actually praying that more brands do this, that they just go magnetic, because it's important in the indie community. It helps us build our own palettes and everything while looking really good. So I really like that they did this, and I really want to commend the designer of this, because it is stunning. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love anything with stained glass. Next we have these really, really pretty things, lip products by Tarte Cosmetics. I was very, very drawn to these, mostly because of the colors. Like, look at these are pastel shades. Oh my goodness, I love this. So these are plumping balms, gloss color, and hydrating treatment, and oh my goodness, the colors are driving me nuts. I love pastels. Looking at this, I was just like, I wish I could get all of these. They're just so pretty. And I have received products from Tarte before, and I have liked them, and I think that this is just so gorgeous, so pretty. So these are Maracuja Juicy Shift. Okay, so it's a hyaluronic acid shift like magic into a custom pink shade. Oh, that's awesome. I feel like a lot of makeup now has just gone into skincare, which is fantastic. We're probably going to see a lot more of this over time, which is excellent for the skin. So this is vegan and cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, available, and costs $24 per piece. Next, we have this by Revolution Beauty. They've basically come up with a whole collection, for Harley Quinn and Batman and basically DC. I personally feel like I really like this. This looks really pretty. I feel like it's nice for fall. Very, very cute, and I just like the color. I like the palette design, and then you can see over here, these are probably water activated liners based on Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. Very nice colors, and again, I like the palettes. I think that this is buildable. I think that you could probably reuse old makeup and create this. I do like the collection, and I think that if you're really passionate about this, you're not really looking to repurchase like a whole ton of makeup, you probably could build this collection yourself and not actually get this, because I'm not the biggest fan of these two palettes over here that you can see, but I do like this. Like, I really like this one, and I think it probably is buildable by just using your own palettes. But anyway, the palette is going to cost $12. The Poison Ivy is also $12. Sirens of Gotham Shadow Palette, $24. That's probably the two of them together. And then they have sponges, lip kits. Yeah, you can read all of these prices on your own over here, but basically it's generally more affordable. Revolution is known for their more affordable makeup palettes, so if you're someone who's looking to get cheaper makeup, then you should probably check out this brand. And next here we have a highlighter collection by What's Up Beauty. I honestly really like the design of this. I think it's very, very pretty. I like the animal imprint. I'm a huge animal fan, and honestly, whenever I see anything to do with animals, I get so excited, and I feel like, wow, like it's so exciting. Looking at the colors of the highlighter though, I think that I probably don't need to get something like this, but I'll let you know the details of this. So basically, It's launching tomorrow as well, September 29th. So I told you there's so much, makeup that's coming out, and each of these cost $34. They do look very, very pretty. I recently was very lucky to get, highlighters from Terra Moons, and that is the next thing that's going to be launching as well. So these are the Terra Moon highlighters, and they're really, really pretty. They are 36 mm. These are huge, huge highlighters. If you want to know more about them, please check out my review, which I've done on YouTube. I put that there. You can go and check that out and see, what exactly is going on. It's really, really a beautiful collection, and I honestly feel so lucky that I actually received these. And just to let you know, I was paid for swatches. I actually really, really like them. I feel like these are multi-use products. They're really, really beautiful. Just look at these. The color is incredible, and something I really liked was how they had made tones for different skin tones, because growing up, you didn't always have all these things available. Alright, so this is actually my video on the Terra Moons page. They featured me, and I'm so grateful to them. But basically, these highlighters are coming out on the 29th, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. EST, that is. I'm just showing you some of the swatches that I have done. I really, really found these to be so, so pigmented. In fact, a lot of people who have tested these out are saying the same thing. They are very pigmented. They are multi-use products. I could use these as eyeshadows and everything. In fact, I wanted to do a look today, but again, sty on my eye, so I'm not going anywhere near that with any makeup. I'm just letting my face rest. I'm letting the eyes rest. But honestly, these are really, really gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection, and I think that if you're someone who likes highlighters, if they're some of your favorite products, like I love highlighters, they're my favorite products, aside from eyeshadows and eyeliners. I think that you'd absolutely love this. This brings us to another palette. So this is a new brand called Sinful Echoes. They are releasing a palette, and you can see what the design of the palette is like, and it's basically the Echoes in the Darkness palette, and they're giving us some of the shade names and everything. It's coming out next week from my understanding. Like if we go to their page, you can probably see, and these are handmade shadows, so it's actually pretty exciting to know that there's going to be another handmade makeup brand coming out. Next we have this Fall Enchantment palette, which is already released on the 24th of September. It's basically $50 for the bundle with the palette, or $40 for the bundle only. So they're not going to be available as singles during the launch. It's only the bundle and the palette. And they've basically told you like when the singles are going to be available if you're not interested in picking up the whole thing. So let's just take a look at that. These are the shades. Very, very nice, pretty shades. I do like the swatches of these. Let's just see that. That's very, very pretty, aren't they? I like the creaminess of the mattes. I'm going to say that like right up. I think that those are really, really pretty. And these are the shade names. They look very, very nice. This is what it looks like on a deeper skin tone. I think that a lot of the shades that I'm seeing over here do look similar to shades I have in my collection, but I do like the collection together as a whole, and I do think that it's very, very satisfying to actually look at. Okay, next we have a collaboration with Wicked Widow and Goth Adjacent. So I just want to show you the lipsticks that they've basically collabed on together. I actually find these shades to be very, very pretty. I personally would not have the confidence to walk out wearing blues and greens and all of that, but I think like if I was doing cosplay I would probably like them. So if you're someone who's into these cooler tones and stuff, like yeah, this is definitely for you. So these are the 3 shades, and they are launching tomorrow also on the 29th, and they are going to cost $34. They're valued at $42. You can use the Goth Adjacent code for 10% off, so feel free to do that and get some really, really cool colors in your lip collection. And aside from that, Wicked Widow also has a palette that's coming out. Let me just show you some of these swatches over here so you can see what they look like. Yeah, this is what you're going to be getting. And this is the palette that I wanted to talk to you about. So we have, it's called the Graveyard Smash palette. They're releasing an 8-pan palette, also launching on Friday. Like I said, so much makeup launching on the 29th of September. So just look at these shades. They're very, very pretty. I'll probably be doing a review of this because I will be receiving this palette, and I'm very thankful to Wicked Widow Beauty for that. I can't wait to try these out, and because this is my first time trying the brand, but I have always wanted to try their palettes. So this has 4 mattes, 2 shimmers, 2 duochromes, a variety of muted, grungy, and spooky tones. Yeah, definitely feeling that vibe. So the palette costs $36. It's coming out on Friday. So I suppose if you're, just picking up the lippies, you could probably use Goth Adjacent's code for that too. This is another makeup release that caught my eye. It's basically the Sickly Sweet collection by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. She's known for excellent formula, and this is like a very pastel kind of palette along with some deeper tones in there, as you can see right over here. I've seen several people put up reviews of the palette, and it just looks like a gorgeous collection. You can see what these are looking like on different skin tones, and then there are some lip oils and all of that. Blend Bunny is known for their good formulas, and if you want to get the palette, it's $44 and the lip oils are $12 each. This is just really beautiful. I think I like the collection. I think the only thing I would do different is rearranging the shades, because I find it a bit frustrating that they're just all over the place. I think maybe it's because I'm a type A personality, but I just like everything to have order, and it needs to make sense in my head. So I did see a lot of people leaving those similar comments on the page and everything, and I could relate to that. However, I also saw that she was the creator of the palette was also explaining why she had done it this way, and yeah, that's understandable. She wants to do something new, and yeah, I can understand that. I am drawn to the pastel tones in this palette. However, I think that I have enough pastel tones at the moment from multiple other brands. One of them is Sydney Grace Co. I literally bought makeup from them, and because I didn't have a magnetic palette, I've just left them there. They're sitting there. So I'm going to be passing on this, even though I'm still waiting to try Blend Bunny properly. But I do like the collection. I think it's nice, like at least that if you're going to pick this up, you're going to get a good formula. Like that's nice. It's nice to have that kind of consistency. This is another thing that I wanted to talk about. P. Louise also has their advent calendar coming out. So they've come out with the mini one, and they've also come up with the larger size one. This is really it looks stunning. Obviously, just look at this. I mean, I wish that I could get this. It just looks incredible. I know that the quality of P. Louise is incredible as well, because I use their base all the time. It just looks so good. Like honestly, if I could just have one advent calendar of products, I think I would have loved to have had something like this. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to be getting it this year. It's just way too expensive. $262. Wow. But honestly, I feel like whoever gets it is going to be so happy. And then of course there's this mini calendar over here, which also looks so cute and so good. So yeah, I guess if you're trying to treat yourself to something amazing, then that would be great. Over here, it's basically 65 pounds with over 175 worth of products inside, and all are unreleased products. So you'll receive 10 products inside your mini advent calendar, and the products you receive inside are a repeat of what's available in the larger version, obviously. So they've just made it a smaller thing so that more people can actually buy that, and I do appreciate that. This is the next. All right, and here we have Salem Cosmetics Nola. They basically are coming up with a palette as well for fall. So I actually really like this palette. I like the colors. It's definitely grungy, and while grunge is not necessarily my aesthetic, I do like going there sometimes, just not all of the time, but I do like the shades that I'm seeing in this palette, and I'm very excited to see how the formula is actually going to work here. So this has already come out. It was available on the 25th of September, and it retails for $40. So if you want to use a code, you can use Pixie Glow. I think I also have a code myself. Like, it doesn't really matter which code you use, but they're just very pretty, and these are all duochromes. Yeah, there's no glitters in here. Alright, this palette, oh my goodness, the Marian Sunset, probably the most beautiful palette I have tried in my life. Now, fall is my absolute favorite season. I tried this palette and I died. Even just receiving the palette and, just holding it in the light and moving it around, you could see the shades. So Marian Sunset is probably the one palette that I am just obsessed with. I'm still obsessed with it, and I'm just thinking of how beautiful the shades were, the way they glided onto my face, how perfect they are for everyday use. Oh my goodness. So if you are someone who's looking to just be blown away by a makeup palette, this is the one that you really need to be thinking about. It's just so beautiful, and this is by Adept Cosmetics. It is coming out tomorrow, Friday, and it's a restock. They were sold out once, and it's coming out again. This is actually being sold on Mercari for way more than it's actually priced by the brand. So I would actually say, if you are planning to pick this up, get it from the brand during the restock, because it's just more worth it that way. You're getting 10 amazing shades, and I think for the price it's worth it. This is BH Cosmetics. As you know, BH Cosmetics has just completely changed since being taken over. We very, like, I was a huge fan of BH. I still kind of am because I use their products. I'm very reluctant to get rid of a lot of the things that I own by them, and they've come up with, you know, a lip collection here. So it's 8 shades. You've got glosses and lip liners. So powerfully pigmented and high shine cream glosses with a buttery glazed finish. It makes me think of donuts. I'm actually thinking of Krispy Kreme right now. It really does sound so good. And lip liners, soft matte lip pencils that effortlessly apply and precisely define lips for long-lasting color. Also available in 8 shades. Yeah, honestly, that description really made me think about donuts. Probably because of the word glaze. You always hear the word glaze with Krispy Kreme. So yeah, if you're someone like me who likes to get hungry while looking at products, then you know you're probably going to be interested in this collection. I personally am going to not be picking anything up just yet because I like to wait for BH to come to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and then, you know, I like to get my pickings from there. Next we have this by Lethal Cosmetics. It's the Meet 2 Up collection, and though it's a sequel to one of their collections called 1 Up collection. So this is this time in a potable version. Okay, so these are the shades. You can see what they have, and you know what this collection is all about. They're also obviously coming up with some eyeliners, probably water activated. So 10 new shades, and we have, yes, like I said, water activated magnetic liners. Okay, so these are magnetic. So the palette is going to be $40.50, and the single water liners are $7.50, dual liner for 8, and basically you are getting all these other things, stickers, 107 cute nail stickers that are going to cost $6, face gems for $5.50, and their Constellation 9 palette, which is the successor of their Orbital, retails for $11. So this is also coming out tomorrow, guys. Honestly, I hope that you've saved up money if you're planning to get all of these things, because it seems like everything is coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow must be a very good day for like all the brands. Like, did they all get together and decide that, you know, today is the day they're going to just launch everything? Who knows? I mean, but it really does seem that way. Next we have Gloss God. So they've also come up with advent calendars, and you can see all the deets over here. They have the Glacial Giant, which is going to be 170 USD, worth 505 USD. Holy crap. And then we have Polar Perfect, 104 USD, but worth 385 USD. Honestly, I feel like both packages are sounding so good. Like I would go for Polar Perfect because that feels more price friendly to me. I have seen beautiful makeup from Gloss Gods. I'm dying to try them out. This looks really gorgeous, and this is going to be limited edition. This palette over here, for example, really had my heart. Like I was just so keen to get this, and I just like the colors. I like duochromes. I love duochrome palettes. Simply Posh Cosmetics used to do this too. They would just come up with 12 duochromes in one, and it was so awesome, and I hope that they're planning to do that again, because I kind of missed that. I feel like they should make it magnetic so that we can build our own palettes. I would really love to see that from Simply Posh, but since they're not doing that at the moment, Gloss Gods is the one to look at. It's really stunning. Next we have this by Shine by SD Cosmetics. Shine by SD has beautiful shades. They really do. If you want to go check out my video on them, go and look at the indie makeup playlist, or just type it in the search bar. You will be able to see my review of 6 of the shades that I won in a giveaway. So this is, you know, new makeup that they've created. It looks gorgeous. It really does. And they look like topper shades from these particular swatches that I'm seeing over here, but they still look really pretty. Yeah, just look at these. I mean, they look really pretty, but in some ways they all kind of look similar too. So it kind of just looks, it looks really fascinating to me just looking at these swatches. And then over here you have these over here. These are Cascade, Flicker, and Mystic. These also kind of remind me a little bit of toppers. But yeah, I guess if you're looking for that kind of finish, you know, this would be the thing for you. It's called Fantasy 2.0, 6 new shades, and Halo Horizon, 3 new shades. They are coming out on the 24th of September, so they're already out. You know, if you want to go pick those up, and if they're still available, go and do that, because there will be pre-orders once they are sold out. This is a collection by Unearthly Cosmetics. Okay, I really love the packaging. I'm going to say that right now. It's stunning. It really is. I love this color story. I'm drooling over this color story. It's so pretty, and I'm really wondering if I could actually build this palette myself. It's so gorgeous. I want to see swatches of this, so let's go and see if we can find some. Alright, these are the swatches of the Unearthly palette. Okay, so you can obviously see over here that these are very, they're kind of muted shades with some really beautiful, you know, shimmers and stuff. Oh goodness, they're just so glorious. And you can see a bit of shifts in color over there with some of those shades too. They do look beautiful. Oh, I love this. I love this look. And yeah, these are more swatches of all of the products. I really like the way that they do their swatches. They're very, very, very pretty. Okay, so I'm not really seeing prices at the moment, but if there are prices, then you know, I'll probably update those in another video. All right, here we have Moira Cosmetics. Now I really do love Moira. I think that they're really, really beautiful, and these are multi-chrome liquid shadows. I've seen some swatches of them, people using them. They look so pretty. So these are very pastel-y shades. If you're someone who likes and enjoys that kind of thing, then you know, you're probably going to love these. They cost $12 for one, $90 for the whole bundle, and I really think these are gorgeous. Like, just looking at these swatches, they are so pigmented. Look at how they show up on the deeper skin tones. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Of course, there's going to be a ton of holiday releases, you know, because, you know, Christmas is coming, so people are getting ready to buy gifts. So this is one by MAC Cosmetics. I really love the way that they've packaged everything, and I'm really, really attracted to those greens. I love this bright lime kind of green over here, and I love this shadow that goes along with it. Not so drawn to this over here, but very attracted to that green because I just think it's so beautiful. So these are, you know, all of the things that are coming out. It's called the Bizarre Blizzard Bark Holiday. Fascinating name. And look at all of the, you know, the products and stuff. Wow, this is so pretty. Obviously these are, you know, created with the intention of gifting, because you can see like they have all their packages and stuff. So let's just go down and see. Palette of 12 shades, eye pencils with metallic overlay, duochrome mono, shadows 3 shades, shadow palette of 6 shades, metallic overlay. Yeah, so at the moment it is known that the start of sales is November 10th in Japan. In other countries it's not yet known. Okay, this over here is the collection by Pat McGrath. I know that a lot of people are disappointed in it because they just don't feel like, you know, these are colors that they want and that they're seeing the same colors again and again and again. Yeah, that's understandable. I kind of feel like Pat McGrath is becoming a little bit like Colourpop, you know, in the sense that they keep giving you the same colors that you already have or that you've already seen. I think that if you don't have a ton of things from Pat McGrath, or you don't have these colors, it's probably going to be exciting for you. But if you have like a big makeup collection and you're thinking about like, hey, how can I, you know, build this collection, or, you know, like be more selective, you're probably not gonna look at this and be like super excited about it because there's so many other things out there in the market. The one thing I will say though is I have really, really, truly enjoyed the formula of Pat McGrath, and that is the only thing that would make me consider getting anything from this collection, because I know for a fact that the formula is super creamy. It's very different from other makeup products that I've tried, and that would be the only thing really that would make me consider getting some of these smaller palettes over here. Like I like this one. I like this one the most. I think it's very, very pretty. I think the other ones that I may be picking up or that I'm drawn to is this one over here. I feel like this one over here, this one over here, very similar to you know, other colors that I've seen before. It doesn't really draw me in. So the only thing that I'm really interested in is the cool toned one with the greens. So anyway, this is $76 for the mothership one, and then you have the I think these must be the smaller palettes, $36 each. I think Luna Nightshade is probably the one that I like based on the names, I don't know. And then we have the blushers and everything, $52, and mascara is $34. This is quite a big price tag, yeah, for makeup. So honestly, like, this is something that I would only get if I really, really feel like, you know, this is something so unique and so special. And of course, if you're a fan. This is another palette by P. Louise Cosmetics. You can see that it's just a huge, ginormous palette of like, with a rainbow of shades there. Like, I actually really like this palette though. I think it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful, and I think that if you're someone who's just starting out, you want a really good formula, I think this would be amazing. Like, one of the reasons I'm probably not going to pick this up, like I would pick this up, but I don't think I will pick this up because, first of all, I think I just have so much makeup and I'm being very, very selective, but they look absolutely stunning. Let's see if there's more details on this at P. Louise, because I'm not actually seeing a ton of details of this. Like, I saw the Halloween palettes, but we have not actually seen a lot of information about this one. Trying to scroll down and I'm not seeing anything. It doesn't look like there's anything on that big palette. It will be interesting though to get more information about this and see, you know, how much this is going to cost. Okay, this just came in on the Makeup Radar account, and I'm so glad because I'm doing this as she's posting. So this is the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory by Revolution. I really love the packaging of this. I absolutely love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, one of my favorite films. I've seen the old one, I've seen the one with Johnny Depp. I kind of love both. I feel like you can appreciate both, and I can understand the attachment to one because it was part of your childhood and all of that. Of course, I'm loyal to the Johnny Depp version. I absolutely love that one. If you're a fan of Willy Wonka, I think that you may be interested in this collection. What on earth is this? Wonka bubble bath. Wow. Okay, that I feel like drinking that. You know, it's so funny whenever there's like collections of makeup that come out and it just makes you hungry and you don't even think about putting it on your face. I feel like that's how I feel about this collection, but it really does look really gorgeous. So let's just go through and see how much this is. $18.30 for the palette. Lipsticks are $7.31. Lip balm $7.31. Okay, so that egg thing was a highlighter. Bubble bath $10.97. Okay, yeah, so this is the whole thing. And for the 12 days advent calendar, it is $54.93. Honestly, this is it's not a bad price at all. It's really not, especially if you're looking for an advent calendar. Everyone's preparing for the holidays. Kind of feel like this is a very nice way of going about it. I think that they could have been maybe more adventurous with the colors of the palette itself, because I know it's about chocolate, but you know, this is Willy Wonka. He can create anything. They could have been so much more adventurous with that. Honestly, that's just my honest opinion on it. Okay, this is Besame Cosmetics, the Ella Fitzgerald collection. I saw this collection out a while ago and I was really interested in it. I love Besame Cosmetics. I think that their makeup is incredible. It is just so beautiful. I love the colors of the lipsticks. I felt like they're so perfect for the season of fall, and these are probably limited edition as well. So yeah, if you're thinking of picking those up, you should definitely check this out. The price is $36 for the palette or for the lipsticks. I can't really tell over here. I think this is for the palette, for the makeup palette, but their lipsticks are about $28-30 range, so it should be around that much for the lipsticks as well. This over here is by Glaminatrix Cosmetics, and they basically have revealed their Rich Romantic palette, 4 multi-chromes, 1 duochrome, sparkly shimmer, metallic, 8 buttery smooth mattes. I believe all of this. I have tried one of their palettes and the formula was fantastic. So this is coming out Sunday 8th October or Saturday 7th October, 6 p.m. EST. So this looks to me like an extension of their Sandra Rose palette. I actually think this is so beautiful. I'm so freaking tempted by this. I think I actually want to get this. I really do. It just looks so beautiful, and the way the shimmers are, gosh. I wonder if I have similar shades in my collection. I'm probably going to check, and then I'm going to make my decision about whether I want to get it. But just looking at it like this, it's so pretty. I love that combination of purple and green over there, and then like even like just those first 6 shades that you see like right over here in this like this section over here with that pink and that white. Like I like those 6 shades together as well. I really like this. Really beautiful. All right, over here we have Jolie Beauty, and they have this Carnival collection coming out, and you can see the tones and everything. So it looks like a mixture of like warm tones, cool tones. You're getting a little bit of everything, and then there's these water activated liners, some lipsticks, very beautiful lipsticks that kind of remind me a little bit of like the shots remind me of Lime Crime, like the way that they used to do their lips and everything. But I mean, it looks really smooth and really nice, and you can see what the palette is looking like over here. It looks like there's some glitters in here. I can't be too sure, so let's just go and read about it. So the palette's $56. Then the palette of the water activated liners is $38. We have matte liquid lipsticks that are $17 each. Multi-chrome liquid eyeshadows $19 each. Sorry, my mouth is not working. And then we have cream eyeshadow pots $21 each. Full bundle $269. Wow. Okay, that is pretty. That's a lot of money for me. So looking at this palette closely, I think that I would actually pass on it. I just feel like the colors are colors that I probably already have. It's not exciting me enough. I do like the water activated shades. They look very pretty, and I like the way that they have arranged it. I think that's just gorgeous, and I like the lipsticks. But I do think that I already have this shade. It looks very similar to a Lime Crime lipstick that I own. I think it would be Blood Moon. It just looks so similar. And then these must be the multi-chromes. Okay, this over here is by Notoriously Morbid. They came up with a fall palette, and I do think that it is very pretty. I love the tones in here. Fall is my favorite season, so honestly, seeing all these palettes brings such joy to my heart. I love the fact that they've gone with the spirit of Sleepy Hollow, and then you can see the swatches here. They just look beautiful. Very beautiful. So I would be tempted to actually recreate this palette with shades I already own. I like some of the shimmers, particularly the super bright orange orange over here that is really, really calling to me. I think it's very, very beautiful. I like all these fall tones. You can see this one has a shift in color happening over there. That's very, very nice. Let's see how much this is going to be. It will retail for $49, so about 50, and it's going to release tomorrow as well. All of these are September 29 releases. Yeah, like I said, you know, you're going to go broke tomorrow if you're going to be buying all of this stuff, but I think some of the makeup is so gorgeous, so I'm not going to be condemning you for it. I think it's so, so pretty. This is Bobbi Brown. Oh my goodness, I love Bobbi Brown. I have their face primer. It's just amazing. This is amazing if you want to apply makeup. And I mean, I wish that, you know, there was a cheaper version of this, and I think there was, and then it's not available anymore. But I love this. I love this so much. So basically, this is the holiday products. And it's basically their 12 days of glow advent calendar for 180, and I don't know why, but even though I feel like anything above 100 is actually pretty, like, it's just a lot for me, I would actually be so tempted to actually get this because I love Bobbi Brown. I love the quality of their products. They are incredible. I don't even like neutral shades, and when I see Bobbi Brown, I feel like she has built that whole brand celebrating natural beauty and natural looks, and I would be happy to support it because I watched her. I did a masterclass. Like, remember there was this website, it was called Masterclass, and you could do you know, like courses essentially with, you know, all of these celebrities and stuff. So one of them was by her, and I really loved her perspective and how she always wanted to just bring out someone's natural beauty. I loved it so much, and I felt so much respect watching her as she worked. So anything Bobbi Brown, especially after trying their products, and this primer is one of my favorites. Absolutely love it. So over here is the Sephora Favorites Advent Calendar, so 25 days of beauty must-haves. It looks pretty nice. You can see the products that you're getting, so you're getting a mixture of like a lot of different things. Yeah, you're getting Anastasia at Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, blenders, perfumes, you know, face products, skin products, basically creams, peels, you've got lipsticks, basically the whole thing in here. So honestly, this is $99. I do think that this is worth it for someone who just wants, you know, to give themselves a little love during the holiday season. I do like this, and I like and appreciate that they've made it affordable as well. This over here is the collection by Odin's Eye. I'm just scrolling all the way down, but basically they came up with, you know, new palettes for Halloween. It's called Halloween. I really am so drawn to these colors, especially that green. Holy crap. So I did actually purchase these. I picked them up, and I'm waiting for my products to show up, and I just want to try them out. I sometimes just buy Odin's Eye and I don't use them because I feel they're so pretty and I don't want to spoil the palettes. I really have a problem with that kind of thing, but this is generally a brand that I like to collect, and I really, really love that green, which is called Witch's Brews Gorgeous. Now, if you actually saw the comments of this launch, a lot of people just felt like these were not Halloween colors. I kind of feel like these colors can be suitable for Christmas, they can be suitable for fall, and I think even summer. So it's yeah, I can definitely understand why a lot of people felt like this is not really a Halloween collection. However, I love the colors of the products. I really do. I think that they're so beautiful, and I just have a obsession with Odin's Eye in general. I just love their packaging, and I love the way that they come up with products. There is some feedback though. People do want swatches on different skin tones, something that I definitely agree with. Yeah, like I hope that Odin's Eye actually starts putting up swatches like with, you know, more diverse skin tones, because I think the ones that they put up initially were just it was just not really sufficient to really see how the shades were going to look on, you know, deeper tones. I can't find the post here, so I wonder if they actually took that down. So those are the makeup releases and the makeup news, and I just wanted to share some thoughts because all of you are familiar, so I'm sure that a lot of you on here are familiar with Temu. I've done so many Temu hauls, and I've shared, you know, so many products from them and everything like that, and I have noticed something, and I do think this is going to change the face of, you know, just the whole beauty industry. Temu nowadays, when you shop online, you are going to come across a lot of makeup dupes. It's honestly happening more and more and more. I have seen so many products that look like dupes of brands. You can go on there and you can find blushers that look like Pixie Beauty. You can go on there and find blushers that look like Kaja Beauty. You can go on there and find highlighters that look like Fenty Beauty. You can find lip gloss sets that literally look like Fenty Beauty stuff, and all they have is a different name. You can find multi-chromes being sold on there, multi-chrome eyeliners that remind you of the Kaleidos collection. Honestly, all of this is starting to come out. And the thing about these products is that they are not the prices that these other indie makeup brands are charging. They are usually marked down significantly. Like seriously, like I'm actually looking right now at my Temu cart. You're probably going to see a few of these things in my next haul because I'm preparing for my next haul. But basically, you know, when I'm looking at the prices of this, they're like $2, $3, $4. Some of these things are $1.79. And then you compare that to the price of the actual products that you're getting from other brands, and you're just wondering what the heck, like why on earth would I actually go and pick up any of that if the same products are being sold immediately. So I think my thoughts here, and I'm just going to keep this very short, but I do think that what's changing right now is that, you know, a lot of these products that we purchase, they are usually made in China, and I think that the Chinese you know, producers are actually recognizing that they no longer have to do business with companies. They can just sell their products directly, and this, I think, is going to change a lot of things in the industry. I think that because the prices are so much more affordable, obviously when you're buying from a brand, you know, in the US or whatever, there's a lot of markup, you know, like they give it to you in a specific packaging and blah blah blah, and then you have these other companies that don't even need to do marketing because their products literally look exactly the same. They probably are producing these, like God knows, I mean, I don't know, but it looks the same. So basically you already know these products exist from other brands. You get onto Temu and you see the exact same products being sold for a fraction of the price. Which ones are you going to go for? So yeah, I want to kind of get a couple of these, test them out and see. I've even seen palettes that look like the Natasha Denona palettes, you know, they look like dupes. Like I'm really wondering, you know, are these the actual things, or are they just benefiting off the fact that they're making their products look similar and then marketing? They don't have to do marketing because you already know what the products look like, so you just see that and you're like, oh, okay, it is possible that that product actually works in the same way that the brand's products work. So yeah, stay tuned for that Temu haul, but it was just something that I wanted to mention. I do think that this is going to change a lot of things though, because the truth is that the world has changed, the economy has changed, COVID has come in and done so much damage to prices and everything. A lot of people are struggling with the way that everything is because it's getting more and more expensive, and that's going to push them towards cheaper options. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up and share that briefly with you. You may disagree, but you know, let me know what your thoughts are, and thank you for joining me for the latest makeup releases and the makeup news. And again, remember to follow those accounts that I told you about in the beginning because they do need your help. They keep getting their accounts deleted, and you know, it's really sad. It's not fair when you put in so much work and something like that happens to you. So if you want to get the makeup news, go and follow those accounts because they do work pretty hard to get that stuff out there. And thank you for joining me for this. I'll come back in maybe 2 weeks or another week and let you know what the latest makeup releases are. But I really felt like there was so many that came out this month, and I felt like, yeah, it was important to actually share my thoughts on them. I'll see you soon for another video. Lots of love to you.